Well, today's Good Friday, and I'm tired. I would like to have taken a rest today, but the weather sometimes dictates that you need to act. Even the Holy Bible says that when the ox is in the well, you can't claim Sabbath and say you're not going to work to go get it. I believe that if I had not worked today, my bees might have got hungry, and some might have starved. And there's a couple examples today that I saw that reinforced that fear. Swapped in some honey frames, syrup frames really, from last fall, out of the dead outs from this spring. And some of those, there were a couple of those colonies, not a lot, but there were a few, really needed it. And the ones that really needed it are the really good ones. The big colonies are eating a lot. They're eating a lot because they're brooding. I can't believe it's the 10th of April. And I'm seeing some brood nests out there bigger than a softball. I counted frames. One of the big ones, I hit 6 frames with brood. Not covered in brood, but a brood nest that spanned 6 frames. I'm not sure what to think of that. Is that unusual? It's thrilling to see. I think I'm going to have to be careful that those colonies don't swarm on me. This might be my good splitters. So I worked about, 5 hours out there. My back is killing me. My wife came to help me. God bless her soul. She was a big help. Sorting frames around, bringing me feed frames when I needed them, collecting pails, all that sort of thing. Yeah, it's tough working out there with the wet. Every step is a chore. You step and it's just muck, and you can't even lift your foot up off the ground. You have to struggle every step of the way. Hard day. Hard day for an old man. Of course, I'm an idiot. I worked out there 4 or 5 hours. I didn't even take a drink of water. The whole time, let alone bubbly. I don't take bubbly out there usually. I'd take a bottle of water. My wife had water too. She just didn't club me over the head with it so I would drink it. I just keep working until I'm wore out, then I come back in. If I drink some water, I might not get wore out so easily. So there are actually a few that I didn't get to look at. I just played out. Probably, I don't know, a dozen. So tomorrow is a day that I can get out there at all. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to employ my sugar cake solution. I'm going to take some sugar cakes, I'm going to take some shims, and I'm going to go through there, lift the lid, stick a shim on, stick a sugar cake under it, slam the lid. Nice and fast. Because I know that works. I've done that in the past and it works just fine. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I should have done that today. My wife could have helped me with that. Do that to everybody and just slam the lid and walk away. I really want to use up those feed frames though. I don't want to store feed frames. Storing feed frames sucks. Get wax moth and stuff. Attracts everything. So, everything's compromised. That's something I'm learning in beekeeping. People ask you, what's the best way to do this? Or what's the best piece of, the best kind of hive, the best kind of feeder? There's no good answer to that. And the answer is the piece of equipment or the method that you can put up with, because every piece of equipment, every method has a downside, has a compromise to it. And you need to choose the one that has the compromise that you can live with. That's why different people do things different ways. Come up with the same result. I use sugar cake. Other people may not use sugar cakes. I don't use them a lot, but I have them in the wings. If you come up to a time when you say, gee, I wish I had some sugar cakes, it's too late. Because it takes you a while. You have to make them, you have to let them dry, and it'll take, I said earlier take 2 or 3 days. No, it doesn't take 2 or 3 days. It takes a week or two for those things to dry. So it's nice to have them in the wings, waiting. and they work great. Dribbled all down my chin. I have a drinking problem. That one has satiated my thirst mostly. This one is pure enjoyment. Wild cherry Diet Pepsi. Man, that's good. I didn't record all of the inspections. That would just be boring. I recorded a few. I saw a couple things today that was pretty interesting. Other than those big brood nests, I just was blown away by those. You know, there's quite a few small colonies out there that don't have much going on, but there's a few big ones that really got it going on. So I need to watch those. They don't starve and they don't swarm. Two other things I saw. Well, I saw a couple queens. It's always nice to see queens. I think I saw 3. I saw 2 marked queens and 1 unmarked queen. Usually when I see an unmarked queen, I'll mark her, but I didn't today. I didn't have my little marking. I've got a little marking thing. It's called a one-handed queen catcher from Mann Lake. I'm not sure I showed you that before. I will though, and I will warn you now, if you buy a one-handed queen catcher, I highly recommend them. Get the one from Mann Lake. Don't buy the one off eBay or Amazon or whatever it is, because they're not the same. It's a different unit. The Mann Lake one will run you $25, I think, maybe 30. Worth every penny. So anyway, saw the 3 queens. The other thing I saw, besides lots of capped brood, which means I'm going to have emergence here soon. Brood is capped for 12 days. So at the very outside, I am going to have emergence by the 22nd of April. And I know for a fact that much capped brood, it's been capped for a week. So I'm going to have emergence by the 15th of April. The other thing I saw, which was really neat and really nice to see, is I saw a little baby bee, and she probably wasn't more than 10 or 15 minutes old. You can distinguish them. They are smaller. They haven't fluffed out yet and haven't come to full size, and boy are they hairy. They are hairy little girls, I'll tell you. Even their eyes are covered in hair. So that tells me that I'm getting emergence now. So how much emergence? So that hive started laying eggs 21 days ago at the very, a very conservative number, 21 days ago. So that was the 20th, 17th, 18th of March in there. But that was nice to see. Little baby bee. Boy, she is cute. You could tell she was small, and a little hairy thing just kind of stumbling around on the comb. The girls are going through the patty fast. I'd add patty to some of the bigger ones. Some of them you open it up, most of them you open it up and the patty's half gone or mostly gone or not gone at all. It's really, you look at that patty and you don't even have to look at the brood nest to see what's going on. You look at that patty, and if they haven't touched it, they're not brooding. You look at the patty, and if it's gone, you got a real fireball in your hands. The queenie's got her mojo on, and the nurse bees are keeping up with her. So some of them had no patty at all, except maybe a little piece of paper that confirmed that you actually had a patty on there at one point. So I added some patty to some of those. I took away patty from some that didn't deserve it. I'm running low on patty, so I need to be frugal with it, make sure it goes where it's being appreciated. The bees are chewing that polystyrene under the pails. Yeah, I knew they'd chew it. Don't say, oh yeah, I told you so. Yeah, I know. I knew they would chew it, but I'm not sure what to do about that. I'd wanted to paint it. In my experience, if you paint it with latex paint, they won't chew it, or at least they won't hardly chew it. So they chewed under that polystyrene, which there's a couple of them there getting really far down under that pail. They could chew right through under the pail, tunnel in through there, and set off, robbing out a colony or something. That would not be what you want. So the polystyrene is still very much an experiment to work through the problems. So enjoy the video. stay well, stay warm, stay home, and have fun. We found a few minutes of warm weather here on Good Friday, and thought we would feed the bees. We've got some feed frames here. Carol's going through them.
Nice.
Yeah, we've got some really nice ones. And she's gonna ferry them over to me while I go through the colonies over here. So I'm gonna go through a few of these. I just want to make sure the big ones don't starve. It's not gonna be real warm for the next while. So that's what we're doing here today. I got a bee in my bonnet. I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah, she's right here somewhere.
Oh, the hell is this?
I know. I don't know if you should undo it. Do it back up.
Really?
I'll take my chances with one. She's on my ear.
I could hit you in the head.
Yeah, don't hit me in the head. Take my chances with the
They're
insect.
gonna get me. I'm leaving.
No, they're crawling up my suit. I got my elastic is no good in my suit. Whoa,
Okay. No, I know.
that's got a Q on it.
You are going to need a few of these.
I'm gonna need some swarm control.
Okay. Yeah.
And patty. Look at the patty. They've got no patty at all. You know what that means? That means there's brood in here. Got one here. I'll put another one like that on it. Wow, that's nice, eh? Wasn't? I don't think it was in there all winter. Yeah, living like a king. Hey, but see, the thing is, these outside ones still have feed in them. So, and that's brood. You can see that, and there's brood here. There's feed in here still. Boy, this is a good colony. For me, anyway. Maybe not for some other people. But I got nothing to do here. They are doing just fine. They've got lots of feed. And they just need patties. And just some kind words. You just go to it, girl. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. That's my queen, my breeder queen. Got my cue right there. Oh, gray geese. Big, eh? Much bigger than a Canada goose. Been pretty well behaved. Nice. Wow.
You should be putting another breaching, girl.
Yeah, we'll soon. Going down. Yeah, I should put wax in my smoker. It smells really nice. Wow, that's the third frame in and it's just covered with bees. Smoking. Do not see any laying in there. Pack it down. Where's our brood nest now, I want to know. Oh, look at the yellow queen here.
Oh, wow. She ever stand out. Neon yellow. Oh. Yeah, he's really mad.
Yeah. But I don't see any laying. Oh, there's little larvae in there. Okay, we'll stop messing.
Do you feed?
Um,
In here.
I don't know. They get enamored with the brood and I forget why I'm here. You know, I think they're good. Oddly enough. Let's get...
Alright.
I think they're good. Is this the one the queen was on? No.
Yeah, she's down here.
Is she there?
Down the corner.
Oh dear. That's a bad place. See, this is, I don't know. That's risky.
Yeah.
Put that frame in like that. Now I gotta put this one in next to her. Ah! Okay. No, I didn't take any patties out of here, did I? I need a couple. For sure. That'll do. This is a good one. I know, just covered. Box of bees, I think. Oh my goodness, yes. Box of bees with no patty. There's a patty right there I can put on when I'm done. But that's all I've got. Good heavens. Bees, it's warm in there. They're keeping things soft and supple, easy to open up. Look at that. Cleaning out those feed frames. Look to see where the brood nest starts. Oh yeah. Opening up that feed. Brood here. Okay, I don't think they need anything except maybe a green frame. Okay. You just have all of that feed you want, ladies.